In ancient Greece, the Panathenea were a series of events to honor the god Athena. But today, 2000 years and more after, the first modern Panathenea is a festival of innovation, business, art and technology. Together with Startup Greece, we will guide you throughout this journey, so stay tuned for incredible ideas and great emotions.
A movement that unites, a movement that inspires, a movement that changes the world. This movement is led by the youth, guided and supported from the whole ecosystem. This movement is called Panathenea.
Welcome to the Panathenea event, the first modern Panathenea celebration in Athens after thousands of years of the most traditional ones. Today we are celebrating here a festival of technology, innovation, business start and startups. And today we're going to also witness a bunch of speakers, a very popular figure, for instance, Lars Rasmussen, co-founder of Google Maps, or Melanie Perkins, co-founder of Canva.
It was extraordinary to get him to join the team, and he's been...
What's one quality, in your opinion, that every tech entrepreneur must have nowadays?
Well, obviously you have to be, bold and smart and tenacious and so on, but I think there's this one thing that you need to be an optimist. In fact, you need to be so optimistic that it's borderline pathological. Like, I don't know if you saw my talk with Melanie, right? But the young student from Perth and barely turned 20, and she's like, I'm going to build the biggest company in the world. You need that kind of I guess the saying that pessimists are almost always right, but optimists are the ones that change the world.
Okay. Is it something like you must be so delusionally involved with your vision to make it succeed?
Yes, that's delusional, pathological optimism, reality distorting fields. Yes, I think all those things are required. It's not enough. You can completely fail, but without it, I think you don't have a chance.
The atmosphere was bustling, plenty of people connecting across multiple markets and engaging talks about industry-breaking technologies. It is here that we stumble on him, Anastasios Economou, popular investor in Greece and judge at the latest Greek edition of the entrepreneurial series Dragon's Den.
What advice would you give to tech startups looking for fundings?
Yes. So when you're a tech startup and you want to raise funds, the first thing you need to realize is you need to sit and think what the investor would like for them to invest in you. Because what I find is most startups come and they will tell you, oh, you know what, this is what my business needs. I need 1 million, I need 500 million, which is fantastic. But then nobody really thinks the investor has got another 20 opportunities. Why you and not something else? Why is your product so different? Why is it that he can make a great return? Why is it that you will deliver? Why is it that you have a great team? So please make sure you thought of that before you just go into numbers.
If you have 100,000 euro right now on the table to invest in a startup, to which market or industry would it belong?
I would definitely be looking to investing the money into something that has to do with humanoid robots, because it brings together AI, it brings together mechanics, and it's a very agile tool that can be used in anything, whether it is manufacturing, office, butlers, whether it's tourism. So I do think it is the future, and it is an area that is not well understood today, right? Whereas AI, it's a buzzword, everything is AI. But humanoid robots is something that is not as well understood.
I go around interviewing investors and startup founders, whereas Tuma is all into food.
Seeing all those loaves and snacks made us hungry, so we opted for a quick pita stop and a walk around the presidential mansion before coming back for more talks highlighting women entrepreneurship and women-founded startups.
What's your startup about?
Okay. I'm Leila, I'm co-founder of Nanuka. Nanuka is online services for families, childcare, elderly care, house care, pet care, the whole 360. Started off 12 years ago and still going, still growing, and just, it's an amazing experience to have your own baby startup and, seeing it grow
I would like to ask you, what is one fear that you had when you started and that now you won? And maybe by looking back, it did not represent a fear anymore.
I think the fear was whether I'll be able as a mom as well to find the balance between work and, entrepreneurship and family and children. But that's gone. So I think now, 12, 30 years later, I think that everything is possible. So a woman can be a mom, can be an entrepreneur, can be a businesswoman, can be anything she wants. So Nanuka was created for that, to bring the balance. So anyone can actually find the way to do whatever they want, whatever she wants. But support, I think, is a key. To have support system, to have people around you that support you, and go ahead and do it.
Okay, so we are here with Aristogiannis Philippis, co-founder of QWest. Pitch me your startup in 10 seconds.
Yeah, sure. So Quest is an AI agent specialized for hospitality and aviation that upsells and handles customer support.
Pitch us Nudgecare and your startup in around 10 seconds.
Great. So Nudgecare is an AI health coach. That means we have an extensive health blood test panel. Based on this, you get a personalized report reviewed by a physician, and then you go into a detailed, extensive, week-by-week AI-based coaching plan.
We are here with Orestes, founder of Smart Merch, and also he is going to try to pitch us his startup in 10 seconds.
Okay, so SmartTouch is about an AI outfit generator that applies to fashion e-commerce. And the problem that solves is that the customers are confused about how they match their clothes in order to create an outfit.
Zeus Power is an innovative service. We rent power banks and we provide power on the go. So the user scans the QR. The user pre-authorizes €3 in order to bind the card and get the token of the card. I pay with Google Pay, and right now a power bank will be unlocked from the station. So I get it. The power bank is being ejected from the station. I put it. And I can have power on the go.
And then, after doing some co-working and trying our luck, we ended day 1.
Hello, welcome to the day 2 of the Panathenea event. Today we will have a bunch of other important people talking here. People from OpenAI and Hugging Face as well. The top-notch event of the day is a startup competition that will take place here. We will of course join it and try to interview as much startup founders as possible, and of course also the winner of it.
I am founder of Koi.pet. This is my co-founder, and we are building hyper-personalized meal plans for pets. She's my inspiration. She had some gastrointestinal issues, and she was the actual reason why I started care about pet nutrition and to understand how important it is.
I don't know if she likes me or hates me. Can you tell us something about you as well? Would it have been crazy? Would it have been crazy if at the Panathenea event animals were speaking? Thank you so much, Evelina. We tried to speak with Naomi Harris. She was an actress, as you probably know, from Pirates of the Caribbean, also 007 movies. She's getting into tech entrepreneurship right now after her career in the acting world in Hollywood. She's a really high-profile speaker here, so I'm not sure we will be able to get there.
But it was the cozy atmosphere of the Panathenea that made Thomas long for some magic hands to fix his back.
I feel brand new.
Okay, so we are pretty close to the startup to the beginning of the startup competition event. Of course, we support all the startups equally. Though we have one that is particularly close to us because when we joined this event, we spoke with these guys several times, and are the guys at Agro-U. It's an agrotech startup in Greece, and they're gonna be first in the schedule for the startup competition pitching.
Farmers' hands are not enough, and that's why they need assistance from agricultural workers. I'm here to present you Agro-U. So scale across Europe and transform the lives of thousands of people. Thank you.
They did a nice speech. Let's hope.
The competition was fierce, with startups presenting productivity enhancement tools and ideas addressing climate change and the need for a better circular economy. Then, a quick Q&A before the jury made its mind on the final winner.
So the winner of the Panathenea Startup Competition 2020-25 is
Yes! Let's go! That's a lot of money. I was looking to interview you for all these events. We finally managed to do that. How do you feel right now?
I'm beyond excited about that. I don't know how to tell about this, but I can't wait for the future and what we will do in the next chapters.
I wasn't expecting it at all. Like, Panathenea is a super competitive, startup stage, and all of the startups were amazing. And I'm very happy that we were among the top ones and finally got selected.
Hey guys, we cheered for you from the beginning. Just letting you know. And I would like to ask you as a final question: what are you planning to do with the winning prize? What type of investment are you trying to, promote right now for AgroU?
Currently, we have an open round. Part of our round is already committed. It's not just about the money, also the exposure that we're going to get out of this event. We hope that it will bring some investors in our round. So, yes.
Once again, congratulations and all the best for your journey.
Final party in the evening was the cherry on top of 2 great days, where we got to know bright minds and young innovators. So, Ευχαριστώ Athens and to the Panathenea team for letting us experience all of this. See you next year.